Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vera and today we are here to cash stuff for October week 5. It is a little behind schedule. I'm sure some of y'all noticed that I didn't post a video last week, and that is because it was an insane week, you guys. We had 2 different birthday parties. Almost everybody in my house got sick. We're kind of on round 2. The kids are like, oh, we're still sick, kind of. I had my sisters over for dinner one night, and then I had a doctor's appointment that literally took all day, you guys. It literally took 6 hours. 6 hours out of my day for a doctor's appointment. So, anyways, we are here now, better late than never, like I said. And as you can see, I don't have money in my cash tray, but I do have one of my envelopes pulled, and that is the washer and dryer envelope. We no longer need to save money right now for a washer and dryer. I've mentioned this before, but we were going to leave my washer and dryer that we have currently at the house that we're staying in right now. However, that is no longer the case, and we are going to take it with us when we move. So we are going to empty this bad boy, and I am going to keep this envelope just because I will start this again probably maybe in the next 6 to 8 months. Because you know what, it never hurts to have a little bit of cash set aside just in case something happens. So today we have $350 that we are going to put into the other envelopes from there and go from there. I hope you guys are having a great week. Last weekend it also was Halloween, of course, which was so much fun. Legitimately the best Halloween that we've had in, like, I don't know, maybe 10 years that I've experienced since I was in like school. We didn't have a ton of trick-or-treaters. However, we had more than normal, and it was so much fun. They were so just so cute. Everybody was so happy. Like, it was amazing. So I hope you guys had a really great Halloween if you celebrate. If not, that's cool too. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll jump in with the black binder. Medical is first, as usual, and it is going to get $25 today. 25. These 5s are crispy. So in medical, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 420, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 500 in here. And I'll go ahead and pull that and set it aside. And then, let me see. I'll switch out the 500 for a $1,000 tracker, or placeholder rather. Perfect. I think I'm going to need those later on as well. So let's see. Car maintenance is getting 25 as well. $25. And in car maintenance, we've got 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 215, 20, and 25. 225 in here. Month ahead is getting $50 today. So we've got 100, 250, 270, 90, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 400, 410, 20, 25. 425 in month ahead, which is amazing. That means we're almost to the point where we can pull that and put it back into the bank, which is great. Okay, I don't know why that's not going in there. Let me try again. Okay, what in the world? Okay, there we go. Back to school is getting 60. And I actually need to take money out of this because the bill is due, so I'll do that afterwards. We've got 50 and 60. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800, 900, 950, 70, 90, 1,010, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. So $1,050 in here. Travel is getting skipped per usual. Hopefully one day we will start that back up, but I have no clue when we'll do that. Home this week is going to get 25. And you guys, I don't know where I left off with like where we were with the house last week, but so we got an inspection. Basically, the house had the same issues that that previous house had. However, the owners were willing to work with us, which is great. So they actually took money off the asking price. We got an approval. The approval came back lower than what we had offered. So they took off even more money, which is amazing. And they were just like so easygoing. They were like, okay, no problem. They signed everything. So we are still technically in like the closing process. And I think I told you guys last week that they had like a lease back. So we should move in at the very end of November. So right now for home, we've got 1, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 30, 35, 40, 45. Was that right? Let's see. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. 245 is really weird. Is that what I should have? My notes say I should have 250. So I'm just going to sneak. Oh, I don't have a 5 on the side. Okay, hold on. I'll take 15 out. I'll put 20 in. So it looks like there's an extra 5. So 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 30, 40, 50. That's weird because last week, remember, I had that extra 5. So maybe I'd messed up home last week, but I don't remember doing that. And these are all crispy, but they're not stuck together. So that's okay. That was just like a buffer 5. So it all works out. So 250 in home right now. And that is going to be for like moving costs, a moving truck, any packing that we need. And then obviously if we need more, like we'll have to dig into our buffer. But I think moving trucks are relatively cheap. And then since we're not moving like so far away, we can just reuse the boxes and stuff. So it all works out. Big Comfy Couch is going to get 20 this week. So we've got 1, 2, 220, 40, 60, 80, 300, 320, 40, 340 and Big Comfy Couch. Lawn and Garden is going to get 25 this week. 20 and 5. So in Lawn and Garden, we've got 1, 150, 200, 220, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300. 300. That's incredible. I probably will aim to get maybe about 600 in here before we start with lawn maintenance. I think that should be okay because, you know, during the winter, you don't need to mow your lawn. It's all dead anyways. And like, you know, during fall, the leaves and stuff. Where we're moving our new house, it has a pretty good sized backyard, but the front yard is like primarily dirt and tons of trees. So I don't know when we'll have to start this up. I'm hoping like around March or April time. That should give me plenty of time to like get a good buffer in here to pay them monthly, because I want to say like it's probably going to be $30 to $50 every time they come. And I'm hoping that they can come every like 2 weeks, because I believe that's what I did at our old house, but I can't remember. Always something is going to get skipped this week, actually, but let's see how much is in there. We've got 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, and always something. And that is it for the black binder. We will move on to the blue binder. All right, first up is Boo. Boo's gonna get $10 this week. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 420, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85. 485 in Boo. And Peach is getting the same, $10. And Peach should have the same amount. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 420, 40, 60, 70, 80. Nope. Did I mess that up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 420, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85. Okay, 485. I just can't count today, so that's not surprising. Kitty Cats is getting skipped. There is 400 in there, so I will start. Well, I'm going to fill it up more, but we can skip it for a few weeks if needed. Celebrate is just going to get a 10. So we've got 1, 150, 60, 70, 80, 85. 185 in there. And then Gifts is also just going to get a 10 this week. And then in Gifts, we've got 1, 150, 170, 80, 90, 95. 195 in Gifts. Date night is going to get skipped this week. There's 125 in there for sure. Soccer this week is going to get 10. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And I am going to take that out because there's no use for them to sit in here for so long. I'm going to take 2 of those. Put 100 into soccer. I'll put this in my bank pile. And then I'm also going to do that with Twirls and Tumbles. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81. And I'm going to put the $100 placeholder in there. Perfect. And then, of course, last but not least, the holiday binder. And I do need to take the leftover money out of Halloween, and it should be around 200. Let me check. We've got 1. Nope. Clearly not a 1. Okay, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 195. Perfect. So this, I'm just going to put into our buffer for now. It doesn't need to go back to the bank or anything. And I don't want to keep it for like next Halloween. I'm probably going to like reintegrate this into the other folders. So I'm going to put it in my buffer pile, and we'll do that maybe next week. Thanksgiving is getting skipped. And then Christmas, of course, is getting $50, you guys. That's a 20. I am all over the place today. 50. And then, as you guys know, I have the 200 back here. So we've got 200, 300, 400, 5, 6, 7, 8, 850, 870, 90, 95, 900. I already lost count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 650. And then 50 would be 700 plus 2 is 900. Okay, just making sure. Okay, I know what's happening. That's why I'm so confused. Because we did pull money from here and I totally forgot. But and I don't know where they went actually. I don't know where my husband put them. But we did end up going to buy some gift cards, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this last week or not. I can't remember when this happened. But we took $100 out and we bought some gift cards because CVS was running a deal where if you spent $100, you got $20 back in CVS cash, like extra bucks. So we did that deal, and I did feel confident doing that because it's the kind of gift cards where like you have to go online and get a special code to use the money. So I thought that nobody could like scam us that way. So yeah, we ended up getting 3 different gift cards. We've got a $50 gift card. It was like for shops. And then a $25 gift card for like a game, like gaming for probably one of our like either my husband's cousin or my nephews. And then we got another $25 gift card for like eating out like at certain restaurants. And we'll probably give that to his grandma. So anyways, that's why we're missing 100. I was like, that's not right, but it is right. So we've got 900 in cash and then 100 in gift cards, and I'll find those eventually. But yeah, and you guys are probably like, what is this 20 doing here? It's because I forgot, you guys. We're going to go back and we are stuffing Mother's Day. So Mother's Day is going to get our last 20, and that's all that's in there for now. Because Mother's Day is super important, and I have a lot of ladies in my life that I want to celebrate. So yeah. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so winded. I'm like forgetting everything. Like I said, everybody in my house got sick last week. And my kids are still sick, so that's good. And anyways, I will probably record the next week, like right after this. And I'll catch you guys then. And let me know if you guys are having such a good weekend. I know, like, happy November. I cannot believe we're already in November, but like I said, in like August or September, like these months just go by so quick, so quick. Anyways, I'm just blabbing now. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Catch you in the next one. Bye!